Today my guest is historian Arif Yunus. He's an expert on ethnic conflicts and migration issues. Today is 30 March, Day of Genocide of Azerbaijan. In 1918 March, in Baku and other regions of Azerbaijan, over 30,000 Azerbaijanis were shot dead by Armenians. And today we'll also speak about the results of the negotiations on Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict. What can you say about the Day of Genocide of Azerbaijan? First, I'm very glad that we celebrate this day as a day of genocide and we can speak about it broadly. And because in Soviet period, no one dared to speak about, very few people was aware of these incidents, but now everyone knows about this genocide. Armenians killed about 30,000 Azerbaijanis in that period, and not only in Azerbaijan but also in Armenian Republic, and also in Tbilisi they killed Azerbaijanis, and also in North Iranian they killed Azerbaijanis. They killed Azerbaijanis in whole Caucasus. Earlier in Soviet period we couldn't speak about it, but now we can openly speak about it. It is very good. But at what level? We should understand that the president's decree is not enough for it. You know, in 1918, Azerbaijan People's Republic created an investigative committee and they obtained enough materials, and now these materials should be translated and disseminated in the world so that the world community be informed about these incidents, these massacres. You know, they know about the so-called Armenian genocide and accept it, but when we say we also were massacred by Armenians, they have no information about it. We should publish materials about it. We should make movies about it, documentaries about it, and disseminate them. And what about the historical researchers about it? Because in Azerbaijan's archive, I think there are enough materials, and also there are enough materials in Georgia's and Turkey's archives, and also Iran's archives and Russia's archives. Have they been investigated researchers? Partially. I must say, in recent years, there were archaeological excavations in north region of Azerbaijan, Guba, Khachmaz region, and some books were published. Yes, some part of it has been published and disseminated, but it is not enough. I cannot say that every available information has been published and publicized. I would like our historians to pay more attention to this issue and publish these materials. I wouldn't say that this issue has been settled. Committee of Azerbaijanis deported from Armenia held an event today. They say their graves have been remained in Armenia. Do we have any monument devoted to genocide in Azerbaijan? I don't know such a monument in Azerbaijan, but there should have been, and not only one, but many monuments to genocide of Azerbaijan. In all regions where the Azerbaijanis were massacred, there should be a monument. What is a monument? It's not only a stone monument. It is a memory. It recalls that such incidents happened in our history, and our younger generation should know about it. Of course, it should first be erected in Baku and also in the regions, but unfortunately, I don't know anything about these monuments in Azerbaijan. Of course, the massacres of Azerbaijan not only happened in 1918. The history shows that even beginning the period of Russian Emperor Peter, there have been genocides against Azerbaijanis Turks in Caucasus. Do we have any historical researches about it? Today, there is no Azerbaijani in Armenia, but there are thousands of Azerbaijan settlements in Armenia. You know, genocide is not only human loss. There's also moral genocide. You know, in Armenia there were many Azerbaijan settlements, but they renamed. For example, we say Gölçe, but they call it as Sevan. And there are many other regions which were renamed. Therefore, we should always carry out activities, take actions. You know, Azerbaijans lived in Armenia, they have history about it, and in answer to your question, I cannot say that Azerbaijan historians have taken enough actions. Yes, some things were published, and maybe there will be published some, but I wouldn't say it's sufficient. There is much work to do. Massacres are also continued in the form of Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict. According to official statistics, over 1 million people were deported from their native lands. What can you say about the results of negotiations? How do you evaluate the results? How do you approach the evaluation of the evaluation committee on the conflict? You know, from diplomatic point of view, it allows Azerbaijani authorities to inform the world community that Azerbaijani lands have been occupied, and these occupied lands are used for, let's say, inappropriate actions by Armenians. There are Armenians settled in this region, right? Yes, it's true. You know, Agdam, we have 70,000 residents in Agdam, but they say there is no such a city. We face aggression by Armenia, and this aggression is continuing now. We should raise this issue in UN, OSCE. We should tell them that Armenia is continuing its separatist policy, and we have been subjected to aggression. In the negotiation process, Azerbaijan is required compromise, especially in terms of referendum. In the recent days, I read that everything has been agreed except the referendum. You know, compromise means, you know why Azerbaijan is required to compromise? Because the weak side is always required to make compromise. It means here we are the weak side. Though we are leader in the region, we are pressured here. Because we lost our lands, we cannot regain them. And what is referendum? You know, this issue has not been settled. Armenia says that after Karabakh status is determined, they will give back some region, but it will remain in Armenian country for some time. Referendum means, for example, Armenians will give back 5 regions stately, and we agree that, for example, in 15 years, but Armenians want in fewer years a referendum, and we say that Azerbaijan should also attend the referendum, but there's such a claim that maybe they require that the residents that lived in Azerbaijan in Nagorno-Karabakh up to 1918 can vote in the referendum, but it's not favorable. Thank you for coming to our studio today. Our guest was historian Arif Yunus.
Sağ olun.